Down here.
That is me.
Ready?
Okay, Grandma. So, here are some memories and things that I love about Grandma.
Sure.
So, Grandma loves ice cream, and I always remember, I know this is probably a duplicate for a lot of people, but we always went to Dairy Queen, and I remember eating Breyers out of the carton with you, and I still get Breyers, and Sean doesn't understand why, but it's because I always ate it. I remember going to King Cone all the time, even though I don't really remember getting anything, I just remember going there. I used to collect dead bug shells from trees and put them in the back of your car.
Yeah.
And it was cool because I never thought it was weird, but as I'm older now, and you guys always left them for like seasons, and I would always come back and there were still bug shells.
I wonder where
So
they came
cool.
from.
Oh, that was me. You always took me to Catalina. I love that you're a hip grandma and you can always keep up with technology, so that's cool. You taught me to pray for parking spaces, which we talked about recently, and it really does work, Uncle Danny. It does. It really does. Grandma always appreciates a nice Kroger or Walmart, so I always think of you.
Nice work.
Walmart.
Fabulous. You're the queen of sending cards for every occasion. I was telling Sean, I don't think we even do anniversary cards sometimes, and you send us one, so that's nice. And then I remember going to the pool at the trailer park and spending $0.25 on a cherry Coke. So that was always, those are my fond memories, things I think of when I think of Grandma. And you love your family so much.
Good job.
Are you sure you can do it? Okay. The first one I put that I love the way you love your family more than anything, well, except for God, of course. And that kind of goes along with my second thing, is how you brag about your grandchildren to everybody, even the people on the street that don't even know us. And then you'll come back and go, so I met this person, I told them all about you, and they want to meet you, which they probably really don't, but you say that anyways. I put down, like, I love how you talk to Kyra and play with him and love him. I'm thankful that you watch him for me. I always remember you, like, you and Grandpa coming to Oklahoma with April and Kelly, sometimes surprising us. Calling me every day when no one's home. Everyone's out of town to check on me every day. Sarah, are you okay? It's time to check on you. I remember when you fell off the bike. I remember when you got out of the car and your skirt fell down. And I like when we talk on the phone for hours and say goodbye like 5 times. That's all I have. Beach.
It's okay. I put first that I love that you love God above all and everything else, and everybody knows that about you. And I love how much you love us and are always praying for us. Everybody always knows that you and Grandpa together are always praying for us and want the best for us. You always want us to talk to each other and hang out. It's like that was like kind of like their phone call, like, hey, or have you talked to April in a long time? Like, she really wants you to talk to her. She might not have said that, but you really just want us to talk to each other. But that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. You want us to always be talking and connecting with each other. That just shows how much you love family. And you love my kids, and you want to know how they're doing, and you care if they're sick or whatever. We could go anywhere and you wouldn't care, like this vacation. Like, you love Gatlinburg, so we picked this place. But if we would have picked like Vegas, you still would have gone because we'd all been together. You might not have liked Vegas, but you would have gone. You just want the family to be together. That's more important than like this cabin. And then I remember in like videos when we would dance and stuff, how you and Grandpa would dance afterwards, like slow dance, or you dance with Kyle and Brett, and I like remember that. I was so grateful of that. I love that you're a witness to your friends. And then I also put falling off the bike, remember that. And then 2 things were from Kyle. One was when you wiped your face with a hot dog bun. That was a napkin. It was a it was a hot dog bun. Oops. And then Kyle also said, I don't have my phone, but it's on here. You can pause that video camera. Because I want to get it right. Oh, it's not on here. Shoot. Okay. You can unpause it. Oh, why is that on Facebook on here? He said something about how in our South Cove house, I guess you guys were visiting, and you came up the stairs and like went to get something and you farted the loudest fart was ever. He said you'd be really embarrassed, and I said, yeah, but we should say it anyways, because that was like his favorite one of his funny memories of you. He was like, Grandma.
Real loud, he said.
I'm sure he did. If he was here, he'd have a lot of better ones, but we didn't get much from him because we worked.
I remember.
Anyways.
It's true. Everybody knows it. Okay, my favorite memories are all my sleepovers with you at Diamond Grove, watching Wally World, going to Triple T and letting me be the first to see the sign, our daily Dairy Queen trip. I would drink your chocolate malt while you check the mail. Just so you know. Because I could never decide, do I want the cone or the chocolate malt? So I just knew when she got out of the car to check the mail, I could drink her malt. She got a really big one. It was that big.
The biggest.
And then Briars, our trips to Catalina. When you took me to see Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken, I love that movie. Our trip to Oklahoma to surprise Jessica and Sarah. And then I put that I love and admire how much you love and enjoy our family. Next to your relationship with God, family is everything to you. That you love each of us unconditionally, how you cover us all in prayer, how you and Grandpa taught me to take one day at a time. Your love pats, your sheet cake, your arm fluff, how you smell. Your arm pats.
Yeah.
Kudos for doing it. Yeah, participation counts, right? Okay, so the first thing Brett said was your potato sticks.
Oh, I remember those.
She said potato
You
sticks.
can.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He loved that, remember that about you, and he also said he loved your fluffies. And then he remembered never letting you throw away the broken house key.
I still have it.
So those were Brett's.
I have a lot of funny memories, so I'll start with the funny first. We just had so much fun anytime you guys would come out and visit, and you were always willing to participate whatever we were doing, like playing softball out in the backyard, falling off a bike, riding your bike and falling off of it. But one of my favorite ones is you two on the trampoline. And I wish we had brought that to watch that, but that was a classic. I love that one. Not you, it was Grandma and Grandpa. And let's see.
That hurts.
You've always been more than a mother-in-law. You've been more like a mom. And you always put good cry.
No crying, Donnell. No.
Do you need me to read them?
How you always put others before yourself, and how much you love your family.
Sure.
What a godly role model you have been for us. And when Dan and I had no food in the house, and you called at just the moment that we needed you, and had us over for lunch, and fed us. When we had nothing but Twinkies and baby food in the house.
2 Twinkies and 2 oranges.
And then how you took me grocery shopping after that. Your sense of humor. Just that we can make fun of you and you kind of just go right along. And that special language of yours that you have. I think you speak in tongues and not. Okay, I'm done.
Wow.
In the beginning, when I first met you, I was so impressed by your family and the love that you guys shared as a family. So this is not just you, but also Grandpa and of course Danny, and of course, you know, my little thing going for Larry. The other thing that impressed me the most and made me really fall in love with you guys as a family was how you instantly welcomed me into your family, and I felt like I was family right from the start. It wasn't like I had to get on your good side or anything like that. It was just kind of an open welcome right to the family. So I love that about you. Okay, next. The other thing back in the beginning was one of my favorite memories was going to your office after my prenatal visits to Dr. Parker. You always had me come over and sit down and have a little chat with you and give you the update on my pregnancy. And then one of my last visits was when I was actually in labor with April, but I didn't know I was in labor. my water had broken. I was sitting there talking to you while I was leaking away. And you were telling me we better go over the hospital. That radiology talking to her. So that was a fun one. You introduced me to Yield Lantern. It was your favorite restaurant at that time, and I always loved it when you made your spaghetti, and Larry and I got to come over and eat with you guys. Hanging out at the Sparkman House in the little family room on the boom, we call them boom bangers, monsoon storms, and then you introduced me to the home interior parties.
Oh, that's right.
Remember those?
Interior party.
Oh, yeah.
And then another really great memory was the fact that I could always, you guys were so dependable no matter what was going on. For instance, the police rapping on my door in the middle of the night when April was only 10 months old and I was alone and scared to death because they were telling me to open up the door. So I could call you in the middle of the night, then you came over and rescued me, so I didn't have to stay there alone. At the time we had really fun, many conversations over at Irby's house with Debbie Irby, and we would just sit around and laugh for hours. Going out to lunch after church, I always looked forward and loved it when you would invite us to go to lunch to Gordo's or Luby's. That was just like so fun. And another one of my fun memories is, you guys introduced me to so much in Tucson that I didn't know about, the Triple C. And also, you gave Larry and our first furniture for our apartment when we didn't have any furniture. You gave us your family room furniture, so we had something to sit on. So.
All right, here we go. Things I love about Mom, her weird language with words like schleckum. Sure.
Which is in the Bible, by the way.
Where'd you put that?
Yeah.
That's your language.
I rest my case.
I think she's really shady.
And chef no sure.
She's Yoda.
Oh my Lord. All right. Next one.
Thanks for coming.
All right. Your timeout gesture
Yeah, timeout.
that you threw away my baseball cards that are now worth millions.
Who did that?
The weird accidents like when your skirt fell to the ground in front of complete strangers, or trying to ride a bike but fell over just trying to get on it. Your chocolate sheet cake. The way you hold your food so gently around your mouth. And as it was Kelly or somebody said, your use of technology. It's getting better though, much better. Your love for your family. How you always encouraged me. The way you love Dad. And your love for Christ.
Well, the good news is I have a terrible memory. So yesterday, I remember. I remember making you so mad when I was little. You said I was going to Mother Higgins. Mother Higgins.
I hated her.
And Mother Higgins, I thought there was no Mother Higgins until I was like 40-some years old. I'm driving down Tucson on a billboard as Mother Higgins for juveniles. I'm like, oh my gosh, she was serious.
Time out.
And that led to even worse threats, like wait till your dad gets home.
Thanks
But those
for
are great
remembering
memories.
my good things.
But I remember hamburger and bean stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
favorite.
one of
That's
my
my
favorites.
favorite.
Oh, loved it with bread and butter, huh, Dad? I remember our taco nights, because it was such a family night, and then we'd always see how many tacos we could
He doesn't believe
eat.
it.
I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah. I remember when I broke my collarbone and you said, lift your shirt. And then you apologized when I screamed because my collarbone was broken.
Broken.
I remember how you took care of me at Oak Creek Canyon when I had a horrible rash with the mash burns. You're always there. And then, of course, what I love is you're very protective of your family. If we were animals, you would have killed about 1,000 people. Kathy and I talked about this, just kind of reflecting as you're humble.
Yeah,
That's news.
no, it isn't.
And,
Your husband isn't, but you are. Yeah.
and of course, you want the best for your family and love for God, number one.